Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to discuss and teach you, and meron tayong mga calculation later, what is compressive stress and thermal stress. So first, let's go to compressive stress. So compressive stress, kapag may dalawa tayong vertical column and then sa gitna nun is meron tayong, let's say, metal, kapag na-increase yung temperature niya, we will get the compressive stress. So what do you mean by that? Magkakameron tayo ng compressive force in between dito sa sa matter na nasa gitna dito. So yung dalawang column is magbibigay sila ng force, making the nasa gitna is mapirat. So ito yung equation niya. Force is equals to EA, tapos this is alpha and change in temp. So let's discuss everything. So ito yung compressive force. So this force is measured in newtons as always. Ito naman is Young's modulus. So Young's modulus sa Newtonian physics, we all know it's stress over strain, right? So let me just write it. So this will take too long now. So it is stress over strain. Okay, I'm taking too long to write because I want it to make it look good here. So you can guys read it. There you go. So that is Young's modulus. It is equals to the ratio of stress and strain. So now let's go here. This is area. So kapag cylinder yung object natin sa gitna, so it's just pi r squared. Pag rectangular, it is length times width. So ito naman is yung coefficient of linear expansion. We already discussed about that. And this is the change in temperature. There you go. And now what if meron naman tayong yung temperature is hindi siya nag-decrease? Kung hindi, it decrease. So it is opposite of compressive stress. It is thermal stress. So ang thermal stress occurs when there is a decrease in temperature. So ganun pa rin siya, meron siyang objects between two columns. So ito yun, nag-decrease siya sa temperature niya. So what will happen is meron tayong force dyan. There you go. So dalawang force siya. And yung equation is, ang ginawa ko lang dyan is divide both sides by A. So itong bold for ratio na to is, ito na yung thermal stress. And hindi na siya i-divide both sides or what. So isa na lang siya. And this E is still the Young's modulus, which is the ratio of stress and strain. And then meron man tayong alpha, which is the coefficient of linear equation. Coefficient of linear expansion. Wow, linear equation. Wow. Is that algebra? And dito naman tayo sa tabi. Alam na natin yan. That is delta T, which is change in temperature. So, lagay natin sa practice problems. Let's solve some practice problems. So we can use this equation in. So let's read the problem. A steel circular rod with a radius of 10 cm is between two vertical supports at 15 degrees Celsius. What compressive force is exerted by the vertical supports if the temperature increases to 40 degrees Celsius? The coefficient of linear expansion for steel is 12 times 10 raised to the negative 6. degrees Celsius raised to the negative 1, and the elastic modulus of steel is 200 times 10 200 times 10 raised to the ninth newtons per meter squared meter. Okay. So ang gagawin ko dito is i-draw ko yung problem, yung illustration. So meron daw tayong two vertical supports sa isang steel circular rod sa gitna. So we got this, and there. Oh my god, I'm struggling to fit this. Yan. Okay. So, nag-increase yung temperatures. That means what we're going to use is compressive force, right? We have a compressive force because the temperature increased. So, lagay tayo ng force dyan. We have force. Yung two vertical column is pinipirat niya yung circular rod. So, para makalculate natin yung force na nag-extract dyan, we're going to use this equation. So, force is equals to Young's modulus times the area of the circular rod times the linear expansion times the change in temperature. So, ang Young's modulus natin is, sabi dyan is 200 times 10 raised to the 9th power. Ang area natin, what is it? It will become just 5 pi times 0.1. So, transform natin siya sa meters. Plus, cylinder siya. So, gagamitin natin yung area of a circle. And then, we have linear coefficient. Yan. And then, we have change in temperature with 40 minus 15 degrees. So, what we can do now is just use our calculator. And I got the answer of 1.8 5 times 10 raised to the 6 newtons. So that's the force that was extracted. That is the compressive force. Okay, now let's move on to second problem. An aluminum bar is clamped to two vertical supports at 30 degrees Celsius. The coefficient of linear expansion for aluminum is 25 times 10 raised to the negative 6 Celsius pa rin yan. And the Young's modulus of aluminum is 70 times 10 raised to the 9 newtons per square meter. So meron tayong parts. We have part A, which is calculate the thermal stress on the metal bar at 10 degrees Celsius, and B, calculate the tensile strain. So, let's use the illustration. So, meron daw tayong vertical supports na nagka-clamp dito sa aluminum bar. And then, nag-decrease yung temperature. So, what we're going to get is thermal stress. So, lagay tayo ng force dyan. And now, what equation we will use for part A is the thermal stress equation. So let's just put things here. Okay, there's no area. We need to put an area. So change in temp. So plug in lang natin lahat ng values natin dito para makalculate natin yung thermal stress. So ang Young's modulus natin is 70. So we got 70 times 10 raised to the 9th power. And then ang linear expression natin, yung coefficient niya is 25 times 10 raised to the negative 6. Ang change in temperature natin, nag-decrease siya. Yung final value natin is 10. And initial temperature is 30. So what we need to do is just use our calculator. And I got negative 3.5 times 10 raised to the 7 newtons. And that's the answer for thermal stress. So, vector quantity yung force. Therefore, it is okay to have a negative 1. Plus, siya yung nag-exert ng force away. So, that's why it's negative. Okay, so calculate the tensile strain. We all know that Young's modulus is equals to stress over the strain. So, tensile strain rin yan. Nabubulol ako guys, no? So, yan. I-equate lang natin. Solve natin yung strain. So, stress divided by Young's modulus is equals to strain. So, manipulating equations lang to. Basic algebra things, right? So, ang stress natin kanina is 3.5 times 10 raised to the 7. So, gawin na lang natin siyang positive para makakuha tayong positive value. And ang yung modulus is 70 times 10 raised to the 9th power. So, without calculator, we can also solve this kapag nilabas natin yung 3.5 and magiging 35 lang siya times 10 raised to the 6. But in this video, I'm not going to do that because I have calculator beside me. So, yeah, so the answer here is 5 times 10 raised to the negative 4 newtons. Actually, we're not going to put newton because it is a ratio. So, 5 times 10 raised to the negative 4 lang siya. And that's it for this video. And this, hope you learned something. Goodbye.